Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Sadashiva Samarambam, Shankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmadacharya Paryandam, Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Sakana Bhavatu, Sakana Bhunaktu, Sakabhiryam Karabhavakai, Tejasvina Vadidamastuma Vitvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hri Om. Good morning. Om Namo Bhagavate Vaidasvataya Mrityave Brahma Vidyacharya Nachiketa. So this is how Bhagavan starts the Vyakhyanam for Kathopanishad. Prayer to Vaidasvata, that is Lord Yama, Mrityave, and he is the Brahma Vidya Acharya. Brahma Vidya is what he is imparting to Nachiketas. Therefore, I pray to Nachiketas. I pray to Lord Yama, the teacher. Brahma Vidya Acharya. So, what is given in this Kathopanishad is Brahma Vidya. Upanishad, we saw the meaning before. Etymologically, it is near the Guru, but Bhagavan Shankara doesn't take that one. He gives with the Padartham of Shad, that which grants you Brahma Jnanam, Brahma Darshanam, Atmanubhuti. Therefore, that Vidya. Vidya means any means, any knowledge that leads to truth is a Vidya. Laukika Vidya is there, Sri Vidya is there. So Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya means, what is Brahma Vidya? Brahman here represents or denotes, the Shabdartham is the all-pervasive Parabrahma, Shakti, Ishvaraha. Everything has to be sustained by something else. That which sustains everything is Brahman. So therefore, I am in the Brahman. The whole universe is in the Brahman. So because this is the basis of it, knowing about that Brahman is Brahma Vidya. So what is Brahma Jnanam then? When the Brahma Vidya is pursued, so what is Brahma Vidya? The knowledge about the Brahman. It comes from the Vedantam, the Upanishad. Therefore, the book that we have, the text you have, the Grantha you have, is also called Upanishad, Kathopanishad. But here it is just a book of knowledge. A library is full of knowledge. Is library knowledgeable? No. It contains the knowledge repository. So therefore, Upanishad, the term is used for the text itself. Okay, that's a primary, simpler meaning. But the text contains Brahma Vidya. The Brahma Vidya is imparted to the discerning students by a qualified teacher by giving Pada Padartham. Pada means the words, Padartham means the imports of the word. Like, for example, here we are trying in our small way, explaining the Pada Padartham. So what is being imparted is, therefore, Brahma Vidya. What do I have to do when this is imparted? I need to have Grahana Shakti, I must have. That's why we pray to the Sakana Bhavatu, Sakana Punaktu. Let me have the power to assimilate this. So when you are coming to a satsang and you listen to the Vedantam, you do the Vedanta Vicharam, you are in a brahmachari. Not a celibacy in that sense. You are following the Brahma Vidya. So the tool that we use or the capacity to acquire is through Shravanam. Right? So by listening to it, you get Brahma Vidya. For very few of us, the Brahma Vidya can start illuminating, creating very meaningful questions. Contemplation happens. Samshaya doubts may come. Then what you do, you take those doubts, think about it like a cow. How does a cow? Cow eats the grass. Wherever it is there, it eats the grass. Then it swallows, it brings it back to its mouth, and then it digests it again. So you digest it, understand it. That's called mananam. So Shravanam is Brahma Vidya, acquisition. Mananam is contemplating on the Brahma Vidya all the time. All the time. It should be, if you are so fancy, so fascinated by this, it will, like a super glue, it will stick in you. You may be having a bath, you may be having an office work, the back of your mind, this will be like nurturing you. What is this? What is this? And when you do that, it reveals itself and you attain the Brahma Jnana. So the Mananam's completion is Brahma Jnana. Somebody asked me the question, that's why I'm elaborating this. Brahma Vidya is the Padapadartha Vichara. Brahma Jnanam is attainment of conviction without any doubt. This is it. It gives you a kind of a inexplicable joy that you find out. That is the Manana. Brahma Jnana. So some may be a Brahma Vidya, Brahmachari. Some may attain Brahma Jnanam. But this is such a rare knowledge. It won't stay unless you hold on to it. Like, when you lick the honey, it's so tasty. You want to lick more. So when you are holding on to the Brahma Jnanam all the time, that process is called Brahmanishta. What is the purpose of that? To understand that, we turn another synonym for Upanishad. It's called Atma Vidya. Atma is the self. Brahman is all pervasive stuff. How can I say Brahma Vidya is Atma Vidya? In a literal meaning of Atma is myself, self. Because if it is a knowledge of a thing, so if I come to you and say, I have knowledge, then what will you ask me? Knowledge of what? Is it not? The knowledge has to hold on to something. That's the reason why you say, I have knowledge. I attain knowledge. Have means I didn't have before, now I have it. Attained means I did not have it before, now I attained it. So it is a possession. So if it's a possession, it is an object. So everything in the world, everything that you learn, everything you acquire is about something. But instead of saying to you, I have knowledge, if I tell you, I am knowledge, you may look at me very funnily. Maybe I'm a madman. But you will not ask me knowledge of what? Because I didn't say I have knowledge. I said, I am knowledge. Your question will be in your mind. Hey, how can this guy says I am knowledge? Knowledge is not a body. It's not a name. It is not a physical form. Because you think knowledge is the essence of my learning. Is it not? When I say knowledge, I believe the essence of my learning. So if this guy comes to me and say, I am knowledge, it cannot be his body. Even I think myself, if I had to say I am knowledge, I cannot be this body. I cannot be the mind. That means, who am I? I am that which knows everything, that which creates a basis for everything. I said Brahman creates the world, Brahman sustains the world, Brahman is inexplicable, beyond words. I can say the same thing to me. I am inexplicable because I cannot say I am this body because you know this body is not me. I am this man. Manhood is a physical aspect of it. I am an angry man, sad man. All this is qualities. I am so and so's husband, so and so's father, relative. I am just I. So I am inexplicable as a Brahman. Brahman creates the world. Everything is on the world. Everything depends on the Brahman. How do I create my world? I create my world. It is my awareness you exist. If I'm not aware of you in this class, all you don't exist for me. I create you in my awareness. So it's called Lokaha. I told this many times, but this is very important to remember. I am the Shrishtiharta. I am the Brahma, Brahma Deva. That's the reason why, in the temples, we don't have Lord Brahma's statue anywhere. Brahma created the world. I am the Brahma. I create the world. That's why I don't worship myself. But I need to know who I am. Kasya. Brahma's tapas is kaha, kasya. Who am I? So now you can see, I can say Atma Vidya or Brahma Vidya. Atma is self-centered. Brahman is universal consciousness. So I can look for the ways to understand the universality of everything else, or look for the way to understand who I am really is. So Atma Vidya and Brahma Vidya are one and the same. I do not know at the beginning. Because Brahma Vidya means I must read all this Upanishad and all this. Atma Vidya is just sit down and then contemplate on myself. It can be the same. So they look apparently different. When the Brahma Jnanam comes in, and the Atma Jnanam comes in, when you are in a kind of a samadhi, no differences anywhere, you don't see differences. Anubhuti is there. At least that during that experience, there is no difference between Atma and the Brahman. When you come out of the meditation, you have a different duality. So the Brahmanishta, what he does, because he maintains his anubhuti all the time, he's one with everything else. Aham Brahmasmi. I realize that I am the Brahman. To attain that stage of Brahmanishta, I need the teacher who gives me Brahma Vidya through Padapadartham, clarify my Mananam, Brahma Jnanam, and then when I get some wonderful feeling of it, and I go to the Guru and say, Guru, I don't understand. There is nothing there, but I feel happy. I feel blissful. What is that? This happened in real case for Paul Brendan, who goes to the Ramana Maharshi, and he wants to understand Atmanubhuti. Bhagavan did not explain. But he meditate, contemplate. One day he was in the shower, in the bathtub, but he gone into a trance and he was just there for many, many hours. Suddenly he realized that he has to go to the bhajan. So he quickly dresses and goes to the Bhagavan, and then sits there. And Bhagavan says, that is this. He was thinking, is that that? Bhagavan says, that is this. That you, that Tvamasi. So that Tvamasi Mahavakyam is to tell that disciple who is already gone through the Brahma Vidya, Brahma Jnanam, and he gets this occasional glimpses of blissfulness. And the Guru says, because you need somebody else to tell you. This is the reason why Guru is needed. The Dvaitam is allowed. The Guru has to tell you, hey, that experience is Brahman. That anubhuti, not even experience. Hold on to it. So that gives you Shraddha. Then you go through this. So this is so you understand Brahma Vidya, Brahma Jnana, Brahmanishta. So Upanishad as a book gives you this. The question comes in, well, I listen to this thing, I come every week, I listen. In the listening time, it is peaceful, but it doesn't stick in my mind. The moment I come out of it, I have WhatsApp message to attend to, arguments, fights. I don't know. Why am I not able to persist on it? This is some people's worry. Some people think, I understand it, but I don't think really is going into my heart deeply. Or some say, I don't understand anything. I just sit there. It's a peaceful time. I don't understand anything. Or I can't even sit here because my mind is somewhere else. Now, 99% of the people like me are in this category. Then, what do we need? Because this is Grahana Dharana Shakti, it is not your intellectual capacity needed in Shravanam. Shravanam is hearing. Here, intellect is not needed. The repository goes into a mind. The patram is the mind. The mind has to be pure. So the prerequisite for Brahma Vidya is therefore, I must come to the class with a pure mind. How do I get a pure mind? Then it says, well, I have already told you, as per the Vedic karmas, rightful life living, do all your duties properly. You cannot come to the class when you are not feeding your age-old mother. That's your karma. If you don't do Nityanushtanam, you cannot do your Brahma Vidya Paricaya. So you have to do your duties first. Do the duty dispassionately. All that comes in the Karma Yoga. So that is in the Karma Kanda. You're done through this. Well, I do all that. But even though when I do this karmas, my mind is agitating. Then he says, right, now I am improving this karma to be a manasika karma. You only do karmas in your mind. Japativam, all these parayanams. It's called upasana. So you do the upasanas, keep your mind pure. Samadama, these gunas that just now we heard about it. You attain all this, and then you come. Now, this is where Kathopanishad is quite special because Kathopanishad, the Upanishad, another meaning is upasana. In this Upanishad, Lord Yama is going to tell that why upasana is also Upanishad. Because what does upasana does? Upasana clears your mind, give you steadfast focus, purity of thought. So that upasana you do with certain karma, certain rituals. So now therefore we are entering into the Kathopanishad proper. We are going to have Upanishad as a Grantham, Upanishad as a Upasana Shakti. Therefore we are going to learn about certain Upasanas, at least the rules of the Upasanas. There's a story behind it. For the story, we are going to learn some dharmas and then the Vedanta. Okay. First mantra. Some mantras are coming from the Taittiriya Brahmana, so it's like a prose. Generally, there is no swaras for this. So here we are only looking at the Padapadartham. So I just read it and then give you the meaning of it. Om Ushan Havai Vajis Savasaha Sarva Bedasham Tadhav Tasyaga Nachiketa Nama Putra Asha. Very simple. Om Mangala Shaptam Ushan Havai. The Shapta Havai is like what happened once is being recalled. Havai. Oh, it's happened before. Like Idihasa. That happened before. Havai. So once upon a time. You can say Havai. Once upon a time. Ushan Vajasavasaha Sarvavedasham Tatat. There was a man called Vajasavasaha. Vajam. Vajam means food. So this is here, the name is not given. The special name is given. Vajasravaha means one who gives food in charity. Annadhanam. So whoever is doing Annadhana is called Vajasravaha. And there was a great man who was very popular because he was doing Annadhanam. His name is Aruni in a village called Uddalaha. So his son is called Vajasravas. Vajasravasaha means the son of the person who was very famous because of Annadana. So, see the way this is the paribhasha, the language employment of Shruti and Smriti, especially Vedas. Vedic Sanskrit cannot be used in a colloquial way. Here, everything is given by giving the adjective of a person. You are asked to contemplate the person's background so that you know the character is revealed. He's coming from a parambara of Purumimashika who does charity. So his son, by the name of Gautama, you'll get the name later. That person, what is he doing? Ushan. Ushan means, some texts just say Ushan is another name for him, but Bhagavan says Ushan means kindled by desire. The Shapta Ushan, the Bijam is Vash. Vash means Vashyam, liked. So Ushan is one who does things because of Kamya. It's a Kamika. So he is, if you do something with the desire for your material pleasures, you are doing Ushan. You are Ushan. So Ushan. So Ushan So out of desire, out of material pleasure desire, the son of Vajashraha, what is he doing? Sarva Vedasham Tadav. Sarva, everything. Vedasam. Here, Veda means, Bittam means things, property. Sarva Vedasham means, in a kind of yajnam, he is giving away everything he has. Dhanam, tapam. They're very important. We heard about tattam, dhanam. What is tattam? What is dhanam? Both are the same. Tadu means to give. I remember Mahaparivar in Kanchi has beautifully said once, Lord Brahma, when he created the world, he created different beings, sadgunas like devas, combination of gunas like manushyas, and rajas and tamas in the asuras. So the deva, asura, and manushyas, they are asking Brahma, what is that? What is that you are instructing us to do? Brahma says, that. So immediately, devas think, okay, that means he is asking us to do dhamyataga. So I need to be devoted. And that's why I follow that. So as soon as I heard the word die, they were said, okay, I got the upadesham, dhamyata. I be very compassionate to people. They go away. Manushya comes, they pick up as datta. Datta means giving away. I acquired things, I must give it away. The Asuras come and say, Da means daya. You always think of what you lack, isn't it? Or what makes you guilty, So when I have lots of money, when I see somebody who's busking on the street, I feel sad for them. So I have money. I've not given anybody. The guilt comes in, I give it away. Asuras think I am not kind to anybody, cruel. So Brahma is telling me daya. So dhamyadam, tattam, and daya. So then the Brahma is making sound da 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 like that. The Vedas goes like this. So dattam, technically dattam means you are obligated to give. That is dattam. You have to give. Like, shardam, you give a dattam. A dakshina that you have to give. It's a rule. Dhanam is not a rule. It's also giving, but you give out of compassion, out of dharma. And for grihasthas who are allowed to have dharmartha kama purushartham, you can go and make money. You can say, I want to make money. There's nothing wrong. Don't feel guilty just because you do Vedantam. I want to make money. Make money in a rightful way, but give the money in rightful way. To do dhanam, I need money. But you give dhanam. Now I remember what Peri was saying. When you give dhanam, you must give dhanam. Dhanam is called Sri Lakshmi. You have to give with a Sri called Shreyas. In your mind is full of happiness, you give dhanam. You don't feel impoverished. I'm giving away, therefore I'll be deprived of it. No. I am full of this. I give it away. And you must give with Sri. Sri and Hri. Hri means lajja, blemish, bit of a humility, shy. When you give a shyness. Why you give? Why you have shyness? I give. That's what we do. And we put a little lamp in a temple. We say, I gave this thing. No. It is not mine. It's somebody else's. God's. I have the opportunity to give. So how can I give somebody else on my name? So I feel shy. So that's the prayer says very beautifully. You must give them with happiness, give them with shy. And Upanishad goes one step ahead. Biyadeyam. Give it fear. Why? Because am I doing the right thing? Am I allowed to give this? Is it mine? No. But I need to help. So whatever comes through me, I give. You give. You give. So by giving away things, what happens when you give things away? Dharma paripalanam has to be done. So Lakshmi is not going to be sitting idle. Well, he found a way through this man or this woman who always give it to other people. So that's the best way to go. Like a river goes through the right passage to travel to the sea, money comes to you. So by giving away, you never become impoverished. Okay, I just digressed, but here, this man, Vajasavaha, this Gautama, giving away everything, Bhagavan says, in a yajnam called Vishwajit Yajnam. Vishwajit Yajnam is a name of the yajnam, which is to win the world. How can you win the world? Winning the world means you are not bound by this world. It is not possession of everything. When you possess, you are limited because you'll be identified with that possession. Outside, you are not nobody. But when I give it away everything, I owe nothing, but I owe everything because I am free. But the meaning is, because he says, Ushan, Kamya, he is following the karma kantas, Purumimamsa. By giving away, I will attain Swargadi Anubhav. I will get the bhogams in Swarga. So he is doing it with a Sakama Yajnam. To him, Tasyaha, Nachiketa Nama, in the name of Nachiketa, Putra Asha. There was a son called Nachiketas. He's a young boy, is there. Okay. Tamha Kumaram Santa, Dakshinasu, Niyamanasu, Shraddha Vivesha, Somnayata. Tamha Kumaram Santa. Tamha Kumaram Santam. There was this Kumar, young boy. Santam is also being a young boy. I think he's a little boy. So little boy means Kumaran is something between a single digit age, 8, 9, something like that. Small boy. He was there when Dakshinasu Niyamanasu. So by the rituals Niyamam, when Dakshinas are being given, he is giving Astradhanam, Dhanadhanam, Tiladhanam, everything is giving away because you need to give everything away. This boy, Kumaran, Shraddha Avivesha. Avivesha means forcefully entering. Avesham. It comes into him. What does it come into him? What is Shraddha here? The Shraddha is not the typical Shraddha. But here the Shraddha should be, Bhagavan says, Astika Buddhi. That means the Shraddha is not on the Shraddha on the task that father is doing. That means the belief in yajnas. That means Astika Buddhi. That means the reason why my father is doing this, because he wants to attain Swargaloka. On that he got a Shraddha. Very important word, because The Shraddha is not there, he doesn't care. You'll say, what is this old man doing? He'll go away. So we learn two things. The father is doing the yajnam. Yajnam gives the uh, adhishtapalam. If you want adhishtapalam, you must do the Vaidika karma with Shraddha. You must do it as per the requirement of the dhanas. You must do it in front of your children so that the dharma can be continued. The children should follow, understand the parents' behavior at home. So all that lessons should come out. But he, being a learned son, having Shraddha in the Purumimamsika Karma Vidhi, he is looking at his father. And then Manyata, in his mind, he thinks. Very interesting. He's a very clever boy. So what is he thinking? He's saying, Pitotaka Jagatruna Dukta Doha Nirindriyaha. Anantanamate Lokastan Sa Gachati Dadatat. He's thinking. He's looking now. See, a lot of gaps in the story. And Bhagavan fills up all this because story is not important. But what happened? The yajnam is going on. He's giving all the donations and everything. It comes to the point where he is giving the Godana, giving away the cattle, livestock. In those days, in Vedic days, the Pashu is a very important asset to give it away. Wherever the Pashu is there, Subhiksham is there. So when you give Pashu, you give the Pashu with, you along with the Pashu, you give them all the drabyam so that, if you give me 100 Pashus as a dhanam and I don't have money to maintain them, they will starve. So when I am giving Pashu in a dhanam, I should give enough funds to maintain that. Right? In those days, they do this. If you go to Kashi, they do the Godhanam you give. These days, nobody wants cow. They want money. But they will do Namke Base, they'll bring the cow and they put a golden horn, they put a vastram, they put some dravyam and give it away. So he's doing all that, and the point has come where he's going to give the cow that he's got in his house. Now, Nachiketa is looking at this cow. What is a cow? Pitotak. Pita utak. It means, Pita means it has already drank water. How does it? As if it has done the last water. Because it is like a starving cow, or it's kind of a ailing cow. It's going to die anytime. Very old. As if it has already drank the last bit of water. Jagda Tranaha. Jagda Tranaha. Trana means grass. Jagda means eaten. It has eaten the last bit of grass. That means it is done his eating, done his drinking. Dukta Doha. Dukta means shiram. Doha means giving. Dukta Doha, it has already given the last milk. That means you cannot milk the cow anymore. It has no more resource. Nirindriyaha. It has no indriyas. Here the indriyas, Bhagavan says indriya means it has no potency, progeny. It cannot create any more calves. It is past the age. Basically, it is for the domestic point of view, it is a useless cow in that sense. So he is giving that cow. My father is giving that cow. Oh my God, if he does that one, that sort of wealth, that Lakshmi, that cow, if he's giving it away, what sort of wealth he will get it? Ananda Namate Lokastan. There are world called Lokas, those world. They are called Anandanam. Nandaha means Kumar Nandaha means Subhiksham, Subham. Ananta means joyless, not Anandam. Ananda. So Ananda Namate Lok, those worlds where there is no true joy, Sagachiti, this father will go. By giving away this old cow, useless cow, father will attain hell. So his Shraddha Abhishekam, he's very worried about his father. Son's duty is to ensure father attains all that he deserves. So he's worried. He's concerned. Why is he giving that? We can take a different views on it. Sometimes if you take a one view, this father is, if he's Ushan, that means you're looking for Kamika Karma. What do we do normally? We go Kshetradhanam, retired, all the stocks are liquidated, money is put in the bank, bill is written down, all the good things are given to your good children, and a little bit more, which is you really don't need anymore, we give it away to the servant maids, neighbors. The rest of it you give as a dhanam, because you took care of your family, your lineage, because you never know you may born to them again. So you worried about all your things. So this man would have probably done all this property to Nachiketa in a will, and then only the dead old cows he may have it for his own and give it away. If he's doing it, he's doing a sin. So he must be recovered. See, you can at least don't do anything. Now, if you do a very poor motive, dhanam, if you do, it's not going to be good for you. Or I like to think differently. Maybe it is not such a lineage. Nachiketa's father cannot be like that. I don't want to think of him like this. What could be the reason for it? This is Sarva Vedam. Everything he has to give it away. So if a cow is not giving milk anymore, it cannot be called useless. Like a mother. Mother, when they get old, they're ailing, they're not useless. They are divine. I need to take care of them. So like a cow, when it is finished its uh, um, contribution to us, I still have to take care of it. Now, when I am doing this yajnam or giving it away, what do I do with this cow? I should give it away. Now, if I don't give it away, they will starve to death. So if I give this away to the guys, the vidyarthis, the brahmacharis, as a dakshina, probably would have given them more money to maintain them. They will maintain it. Even if they don't have the money to maintain it, knowing that maintaining a old cow is a virtuous act, they may attain punyam. So father might have thought that way. We don't know. But for the young boy in Nachiketa's mind, the Shraddha is very important. He is doing a wrong thing. If he's doing the wrong thing, he may attain bad world. As a son, I must do something about it. So what does he do? So he says, he thinks in mind. Sahovacha pitaram tata kasmai ma tasyasiti. Dvidiyam tritiyam tam hovacham mritve tavatadhamiti. Okay, we'll split it into three ways. Sahovacha, Saha Uvacha. He says to his father. What does he say to his father? Pitaram is telling, Tada, oh dad, kasmai mom dasyasiti. Father is giving everything. He sees me as his possession. So I am his diamond. I am his property. I am his wealth. So he must be able to, he should be giving me away. Maybe he's keeping me as a last good thing to give away. Maybe that will cure this potential sin of giving the whole cows. So all this goes in his mind before he goes to his father. Oh, dad, kasma imam dasyati. To whom you are going to give it to me? Give me. Give me away. Dvitiyam, titiyam. So first time he's asking. Second time he's asking. Third time he's asking. Like what does children do? They are very persistent. You know, the ego is there. I want to get it. So, dad, who are you going to give me? Give away me. Please tell me, tell me, tell me. When he's doing a third time, his father lost his patience. So, out of sudden impulse, he have a watch. He says, Mritve twa datam iti. Twa, you datam iti. I'm going to, he says like this, I'm going to give it away. To who? To Mrityu, to death. I'm going to give it to death. He made the statement in a kind of haste. So this is enough for the young boy. So he says, oh my God, now yes, I got the answer now. He's going to make me go to the Yama. So I must know why I'm going to be useful to him now. What kind of person I am? God is saying that nobody says, I will give you away to death. Normally that words are coming out of anger. So am I such a bad person? He contemplates. Bahunam emi. Pratamo. Pratamaha, and the first one, Yaman Bahunam emi. Emi means a coveted position for me. I am. Among the many of his students, or among the any people that the father sees him, I am always the first. You can take it as I'm the first one that he loves, or I'm the first one in good discipline. In all aspects, I am important to him. That's the idea. I am Pratama. Why did he say this? Maybe in some aspects I'm not be good, but even among others, Bahuna Memi, Madhyamaha. Even if you say I'm not the best of the best, in other things, I am at least in the middle. What he says that I'm not the worst, I'm not something to be disposed of, I'm not the Adamaha. He's trying to reason out the reason for the anger of his father. Then he thinks, Kim Siddhamsya Kartavyam Yanmayade Krishna. So, Adya, Yanmaya, Yanmaya, Adya, Yat Maya. By giving me, Adya means today or this time, to Yama, Kim Swit, what sort of Kartavyam benefit? Lord of death is, Yama is a powerful being. What is he going to gain by getting me? So by doing this karyam, what is my father giving to Yama to benefit from? So he is thinking in many angles. Am I a Uttama Purusha? Am I the right Dana? Am I as bad as the cow? If I am useless like a cow, if I go to the Yama, is God, dad is already making a mistake in his mind, right? Giving the whole cow. If he's giving me away, I'm just a madhyama, or maybe I'm not sure. So he's thinking it's all because of his pure love for his father and the commitment or shraddha on the Vedas. So he says, Anupashya yata purve pratipashya tata pare sasyam aiva martya pashyate sasyam vachyate punaha. So again, I think there's a story, is a gap in the story. This gap is filled up by the now convinced that I am actually not going to be in this world anymore. I'm going to be given away by the father to Yama. I will go to Yama. So he goes to his father and say, Dad, you promised in this yajna, you're going to give me away to Lord of Death. Please send me. Please send me. Father says, what is this boy asking? I said, something in the impulse. Hey, Nachiketa, don't worry about all this. Say, ignore it. No, no, no. Go. No, 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 Dad, you cannot do that. You made a divine vow. Let me go. So he is saying, no, I only said that in jest. You can ignore it. That time, Nachiketa being a great jnani, he is understanding Brahma Vidya. He's telling his father, Anupashya, oh father, let you please think. Think what? Yatha Purve, how people have lived in those days. Here he's talking about his father, grandfather, and all those people in those lineage. How did they live? Nobody lived not keeping up the promises. Vak paripalanam. When you give a word, you fulfill that. Then Father Meda told, hey, Nachiketas, don't worry about all this. Those days, these days is not possible. Then he says, no, pratipasya tadapare, tat apare. So you look at it now. Not only those days, Father, even look around. Look at all those other rishis, how they are doing. You see, this is very also important. You cannot simply say in this world that, all these Puranas, all those days, this is not applicable now. No. If you look around earnestly, in every act, in every word, there are always Mahatmas living in this world, following what is Satyam. The Kali is putting a screen on you not to see those things all the time. So therefore, you have to really cannot use the excuse, this doesn't apply in this world, in this time. It's always applied. It applies much easily this time. Okay. So he says, Pratipashya. Pratipashya means experience it, enjoy it, see it. Tata apare, how people live. So he is putting guilt in his father's mind that you just cannot do this one. Then he goes to one step ahead. Because father's mind is what? Father's mind is Ushan, Kamya Karma. See, also other insight you should take. How is a son giving knowledge to the father? Father is a guru, right? Mahaguru. When the father teaches the son, father is called Mahaguru. But this is the Guru Parampara is so beauty. It is Guru imparts knowledge, but Guru also learns from the student. That's why the bond is very, very unique. But here is a very specific point he's making. Father, you are eluded by this kind of desire for Adishtapalam. Therefore, you're looking for the next world. But Sasyameva Martyaha. The Martyaha means the mortal beings. This men, these human beings of this world, sasyam eva. Eva means like, sasyam means like like a weed, like a grass. Like a grass, they are coming up and they die. Pachiri. Pachiri means that cooked, dried. They take again and again, they take birth. Ajagate punaha. So, Dad, he gave me two lessons. Look at the ancestors, how they lived. Look at your contemporary being, how they live. They all live by their words. What paripalan is important. If you give a promise, you fulfill that. That is the right thing to do. If you don't fulfill that, what's the difference of you and any lower form of beings? And if you think you're going to achieve Swargaloka with your karmas, that is also a birth, but in a different world with a different embodiment. And that will go away, like the vegetation. And he shows a Trishi example. Look at this grass in front of the thing. The grass is grown up. Now it is gone dead. Like that, human beings are born and born and born. Punarabi maranam, puranabi jananam. See how, in a Kumaran, an 8 years old boy, what kind of knowledge is comes there? In 8 years, I was playing kites. This is Bhagavad Kripa. So, having the one, he says, Vaishvanaraha Pravishityadir Brahmano. Okay. Before I go to this one, there's again a gap there. So he argues with his father, tells the father, why is he arguing with the father? One, father has to fulfill his vow. Then only he can attain his Swargam. That is his primary motive. Father must attain what he wants peacefully. Then, to give it away to death means father should do the very act of giving away. Formally, he must send him to death. Very important here. Death does not come to Nachiketas. Other way, Nachiketas goes to death. So this is why it is a very beautiful story and there's a beautiful way. Nachiketas therefore goes to his father. This is not in the mantras, but you derive. Father, make this ritual that you are formally handing over to me death. So there are some rituals. By giving that away, this is the power of rituals. This Chidabhasam, this Jiva of Nachiketas, leaves his mortal body and it goes. How does it go? Now we saw that in the Kathopanishad. It can go in south ways, north ways. I will not dwell into that. The Chidabhasam is the Jiva Shakti, the reflection of the Atma Jyoti, which is carrying like a parachute, or maybe it's a kind of a propelling jet fuel of Papa Punya Vasanas. It propels them to go through a different world. Bhuva, Shuva, Maha, Jana, Tapa, Brahma. Different lokas it may go depending on the Vasanas. So here we will not dwell into those things. Here his intent is to go to the Lord of Yama. So there is a world of Yama. So he has gone to the Yamaloka. So what is the context now? Father has been delicately forced to give the son away. Father has done this job. How do you think the father would feel now? The clue is Ushan. He is a Kamyakarta. He is not a Brahmajnani yet. That's the reason why Ushan was given as the very first part of the mantra. Because he is Kamyakarta, so he would have reluctantly given his son. So he is waiting for his death to attain Swarga, but his mind will be in pain. So he is waiting his transmigration in this world, because the story doesn't tell you yet. But if you go to the final part of the story, you'll understand. He is despair, grieved. So he is the father here. What is Nachiketa has done? Nachiketa has gone with his Jivatma, as a Jivatma, to the Lord of Death's place. So now we can see the story. Vaishvanaraha pravishat adidihi brahmano grihan tasyaitam shantim kurvanti hara vaivasvat dotakam. Okay. Again, this is we need to bring to context. Vaishvanaraha, Vivaswan's son's child is Lord Yama. Vaishvanaraha, here, no, okay. Eva Vaishvanaraha, like a fire. Here, Vaishvanaraha is like Agni, like a fire. Pravishyati akitihi. Atiti means, titi means schedule, a date. Atiti means unscheduled. So atiti means who comes to your house unscheduled. A guest. Pravishyati, who has presented himself, who arrived, who a Brahmin. So the Vaishvanaraha here is not Lord Yama, it is the Agni example. Like a fire, Tejasvi. Tejasvina Madidamastu. So with Tejas, a Brahmin boy has come as a guest, uninvited or unscheduled visitor to the house. Which house? The house of Vaishvanaraha, Yama's house. Tasya, that means to such guest. Itam shantim kurvanti. Itam, this kind of shantim. Shantim means ceremonial welcoming. Upacharams, rites must be done. What kind of a thing? Hara udakam. Hara here means bring. Udakam, bring water. Vaivasvata. Vaivasvata. Vaivasvata is Vivaswan. Son. O Yama, O Lord of Death. So we must assume this is said by maybe the wife of Yama or the ministers of the Yama. Somebody is telling Lord Yama, O Lord of Death, there is at the door a young boy, a Brahmin boy, like a fire, has arrived as a guest. So we have to be treating him well. So bring water. So here, the Brahmin, you don't take it as a Brahmin by birth. The Brahmana, the jati is that. If you're born to a Brahmin, you become a Brahmin. And that is only for convenience. Somebody born to a baker becomes a baker. Because you can easily learn the baking qualities, baking expertise. So it's a for education, for livelihood. If you follow the father's path, you follow the path, and whoever is doing the ironsmith, you call a smith. Same way, who was doing the brahmacharyam, brahmanushtanam, they're called brahmanas. So by jati, by birth, one has got the name of brahmana. That is not mentioned here. But there may be some who can say they may be born by any caste, doesn't matter, but they realize the Vedic karmas, Vedic path is a very important path to pursue. So they give up everything else and they take this, they wear the Upanayanam, the Pradigna, and they start doing the karmas. They are Brahmanas by karmas. They are also called Brahmanas. So they are the little bit higher respect than who's born in a Brahmin family. Third one, doesn't matter all this, who is always looking at the Brahma Vidya, Brahma Jnana. He's a Brahman, he's a true Brahmana. So please don't think Nachiketa can be, a Rishi can be, Veda Vyasa is a fisherman, not a Brahmin by birth. So Nachiketas could be any caste in this parlance. We don't care. He is not doing the yajna, so he is not doing a karma. It's not a karma brahmana. It's a guna brahmana because Shraddha, you got a compassion, dharma chintana, brahma jnanam, everything is there. So such a Brahmin has come to our house. So therefore, there is an issue there. Asha pradesha sankatam sunrutam seshta purte putra pashupcha sarvan etat vrinte purushasya alpamed. So yasya nasnas basati brahmano grihe. Okay, let me split it for you. Here, the minister, the council of Yama is telling him, Asha pradikshe. Asha means your desires. Pradikshe is expectation. It's a difference there. Desires are, you know it may not happen, but you still desire. I wish I get $1 million. Expectation is, my son will pay me. So we are actually bound by these two things: unreasonable desires, expectations. Now, these two, what happened? Plus, sangatam. So, sangatam means by reaching, sangatam means by reaching good people. That is being in a satsangam. Satsangate vasam. So when you are in satsang, you attain what? You attain virtues. So he is enumerating now your desires, your expectations, the virtues that you earn through satsang. Sunrutam cha. Cha is a conjunction. Sunrutam means sukritam. Shravanam sukam. That what you hear, why do you hear in satsang? So you must connect to that. By being in satsang, you get virtues. By being in satsang and hearing the good words, you attain punyas, jnanas, and all this ishtapurte, action that you do to achieve your desires, those karmas, karma palas, putra, that means your children, pashumcha, and the wealth. Here pashu means all your cattle and all your wealth. Sarvan etat, all that you acquired so far. That means your desires, your expectations, your virtues through satsang, your punyas, your karma palams, your putras, your properties, everything. What happened? Vrinte. it get destroyed. So if it destroyed, when it is destroyed, Alpameda Saha, Yasya Grahe Alpameda Saha. By assessing should be the first part. In whose house, what kind of person that person is? Alpameda Saha. A person of very limited knowledge. The guy who doesn't know the Dharma in his house, Brahmanaha Vasati Anashnam. Anashnam means without food. Yasya Grahe, Yasya Alpameda Saha Grahe, Brahmanaha Vasati Anasanam. In whose house a Brahmin, which kind of Brahmin? The Guna Brahmin is made to wait without eating, without giving food. A hungry gust is made to wait in anybody's house. In that householder, that idiot, that Alpa Bhuktihi, for him, everything is destroyed. So it is giving a very powerful assertion that when you have to treat Adithis. Adithis are, who comes without telling. We get very, these days, you got to call them. Can I come? You go to the door. I am at the door first. Can I enter? Can I ring the bell? Life has changed. Atithi is not like that. You just knock the door, open the door, give me food. It's like if somebody comes to your house like that, treat as a bhagyam. Give whatever little you have. Somebody gave Adishankara a little dry amla fruit. Kanakadara Sotra was given. So that's very important. But if that is the case, if a Guna Brahmana has come to a young boy, the two waiting for 3 days, he's going to come there. So if you're not giving anything, so Yama is worried. If I don't do that, all my glory is gone. So this is then next one. How many days was there? Trisro Ratri Yadavasi Grihe me Anasnan Brahmanati Namasya. Namastestu Brahman Swasti me astu. Tasmat Prati Trin Varan Vrunashvaha. Tisro Ratrihi, 3 nights for residing. Yet Avatsir. Avatsir means you taken rest for residing. Grihin me, my griham. In my house, Yama is telling, in my house, 3 days you are living. How? Anasana. Anasana means one who has not taken food, without anna. You are without food for 3 nights in a place. Oh Brahmana, oh Brahmin, you are Atitihi. You are an unscheduled visitor. Atiti Devo Bhava. You are my God. Therefore, I worship Namasyaka. You are worship worthy. I should really pray to you. May namaskaram to you. Namaste astu. Namahe astu. Namaha. See, namaste means te astu. Let it be for you. You don't even say, I give you. Let it be. It is there. Such a bhavyam. Namaha means na maha. This is not mine. That means when you are, this is the bhavam you need. When you give dhanam, surrender is the biggest dhanam. Everything in family life is dhanam, dhanam, dhanam. So when you do namaskaram to somebody else, you are giving yourself. Namaste astu. Let this be you. Because I am not, this is not me. That means I don't even have the right to offer myself. That's why Bhyadehi, with bhayam, with fear you give, not with garvam. So he says, I am praying to you. Namaste astu. Oh Brahmin, Brahmanaga, swasti me astu. Now he is blessing him. Swasti means shukam, gracefulness, prosperity, kindness, goodness. Let it be, goodness be bestowed upon you. Tasmat prati, for this reason, because I made you wait for 3 days. Prati, 3 boons, Trinvaran, Pranishvaha. Please ask for 3 varans. So, this the trade start even there. If you are guilty, you must do, yeah, what do you call it? Prayashchitta. This is the beauty of our scriptures, because in the end of the day, God is not interested in isolating you as a good person who as a bad person. God wants everybody to come. Therefore, if you do bad things, you need to be shown a tough life, but there must be always exit path. Come back, come back, come back. So you do a mistake, no worries. Prayashchitam karo. Doesn't mean you can keep on doing mistakes and do prayashchitam. In fact, for Brahmana, karma Brahmana, guna Brahmana. I always forget the Jadi Brahmana, always. Karma Brahmana, guna Brahmana can take only one prayashchitam for one mistake in life once. Except Sandhyavandanam. Sandhyavandanam, we keep on doing it. Prayashchitam for a kalam, because kalam changes. So when you make a mistake, you can take a prayashchitam. So here Yama made a mistake, and unknowingly a mistake. See, he did not expect him to come. And he was busy. 3 days he was, he's having his hunting all the time. Ukraine war, and a lot of beings are transported to the Yama world. He going and harvesting them. After 3 nights, he comes home and he saw that young boy waiting. So he made him guilty. So he wants to give him something. See, when you do karmas, when you do kamya karmas, you get that appropriate benefits. Whatever you ask for, you do, you attain a portion of it depending on how good you are in your karma. That's why rituals, if you take a vow, you need to follow it. I'm asked to read, for example, you say Sundarkantam for my child to get married. Somebody tells you and you start doing it. And they say, do payasam, naividyam, and do it every day. You must do it every day. If you accept that one, you must do every day. Do the payasam every day. Well, I can do today's sugar. All in the mind. You don't bring that. It's not acceptable. You cannot use your Vedantic knowledge to substantiate your inadequacy in doing what is supposed to be done at appropriate time. Because yours is kamya karma. There is no exception to this. Even Bhagavan Krishna got through this issue, right? So when you make a pradignya to do something for kamya karma, you follow the rituals. But if you are doing karmas without expecting anything, then you don't have anything. But there is a little bit there. It's called pratyavaya dosha. Sandhya Vandanams, if you don't do it, it's not a sin if you don't do it. Sin will give you punishments. So I don't need to do, I don't want, it's not a sin, therefore I don't do Sandhya Vandanam. If you say, no, you don't have a sin, but you will accumulate Pratyavaya dosha. Pratyavaya dosha means the blemish of not doing what you're supposed to do. So what does it do? It doesn't wait for adishta palam, adishta imprisonment or something like a papam does. It makes issues now. It clouds my mind. It creates weeds in my mind. It creates evil thoughts in my mind. It takes away the shantam. The very act of doing Sandhya Vandanam is to get samadhanam in your mind. If you're not doing it, this comes in. So, no excuse. What was I saying? So, Lord Yama want to compensate for his mistake. His mistake is Aditi Devo Bhava. I could not have made you wait like this. I'm sorry. But if you have 3 nights, I will give you 3 varans. So we'll stop it here. Sorry, it took 15 minutes more. Let's do the Shanti part. Om Shakana Bhavatu.
Om Sahana Bhavatu
Shakanau Punattu.
Sahanau
Punaktu
Sagaviryan Karavavahai.
Sahaviryam Karavavahi
Tejasvinamabidavastu.
Tejasvinavadidhamastu
Ma Vitvishavahai.
Madhvishavahi
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om
Shanti
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 Shanti Shanti
Rupyana Hari Om. Thank you.
Thank you.
Om
You